All right, let's take a look at Maple Hill, hole 5. We'll start by noting there is a drop zone on the hole, and it doesn't matter if it's the first shot or your 10th shot. If you go OB and you hit move to lie, it'll take you to the drop zone. And I'd say it's a fair drop zone. I think a drop zone should be a difficult shot to save par, but not impossible. And I think this fits that description pretty well. 200 feet to an elevated basket. It's going to play a little bit more. So uh, I don't know. Chances of making this probably not great, but certainly doable. So no complaints there. And as far as regular play goes, there's a lot of discs that will work. Probably, and depending on the wind, of course, as always. But the musket's probably the minimum. The sapphires, if you have it, accurate roll, accurate glide, probably best. And if you want an ace run, you're going to have to probably disc up. Again, depending on the wind. But yeah, so accurate roll musket. Let's start with that one since that suggested it. And what I like to do is raise the aim point just a little bit so it's level with the balloon over the basket, about right to there. And then bring the disc down to halfway on this tree right here, about halfway in the trunk of the tree. That's usually a pretty good starting point, depending on the wind. With this 3 wind, I'm going to back off a little bit. Um, but accurate roll and that wind will certainly get there. Let's get some different winds here. Now, this wind, I would consider an adverse wind, and I would want to, if you have it, use something with a windbreak. And I've been bagging this windbreak water skip rive. So let's try that. That's probably a really good disc for this wind. Again, raise the aim point about halfway. And it's a little bit much of a disc, so it does have a chance of going long, but probably still have a look at the basket here. Yeah, I think we could probably work that. Um, uh, let's see. Let's move to lie. Oh, well, no, I got blocked off. So that one didn't work well. So yeah, that's the danger of disking up with this hole. You can find yourself behind those trees. Um, let's see. Accurate Extra Glide Sapphire is probably the best choice for this hole. Uh, raise the aim point. It's got enough distance to get there and not enough to get into trouble. So 65 feet. So if you have it, that's probably your go-to disc. And let's see, the glide roll rive even, all kinds of options for disc really. The glide roll doesn't fight the wind all that well, so that's going to be a weird one probably. Yeah, looks like I could get there though, 49 feet. I would probably reserve the glide roll rive for a tough wind like this one if you don't have a windbreak. It would probably be good. And you're going to want to go a little more than a halfway, like 3/4 into this tree. Let's try that and see if that works. And as far as ace runs, you're going to need the disc up, and it is a little risky. I got stuck behind that tree again. So again, that's the danger of disking up. As far as ace runs, though, in my bag, actually the Windbreak Water Skip Rive is probably the best that I found. And I know not everybody's bagging this because you got to buy it with cash, but it's got a really nice shape and a distance for this hole. Haven't got the ace yet, but yep. Okay. That's honestly the first ace on that hole for me. I was getting ready to say it's got a great shape and a great distance, so that's a keeper. Um, but other than that, I don't know. I mean, uh, the Sapphire doesn't seem to have in most winds quite enough distance for the ace, but probably the best disc because it's not going to get you in any trouble. It's going to drop down on the green and give you a nice easy birdie. So, all right, I think that is it for Maple Hill hole 5. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. And as always, we'll see you around the valley.